Whenever you're ready.
I've had the pleasure of working with Leahcim on numerous occasions, one of which was when I was making a Mr. Rosemont video with him. Now, when we started making this video, it was last minute. We had a small budget. We even had to borrow a camera from one of our fellow residents. And we went around asking people to help us out with the video, whether it's camera work, being in it as an actor, or just giving us support. Now, when I had asked people to volunteer, I got a lot of maybe, or if I'm not doing anything later. But when Leahcim walked around and asked people, they volunteered immediately. When Leahcim asked them, he commanded their respect and he commanded their time without even being forceful or acting as a warlord. And it's this type of man that should be elected as SGA president. Leahcim is qualified, has charisma, and knows how to handle his time and money. Leahcim is an RA on campus, and if you did not know that, then you would know just by asking around. If you ask who Leahcim was, you know he's a RA, 3.8 student, and he's Mr. Rosemont. Leahcim knows how to manage his time from RA and sports. Leahcim was on the basketball team while being an RA. Now, that's an impressive feat because to be an RA, you have to have certain qualifications and you got to know how to handle your time. And playing basketball, you got to deal with the physical work and manage everything, including school. Leahcim is a people person. He's not impersonal. He's approachable, and he will help you out whenever you need it. There have been times where I have needed Leahcim, when I've needed help on an assignment, needed money advice, or just needed advice in general. I went around asking students about Leahcim, and one of the things I asked was, when you think of Leahcim, or when somebody asks you about him, what do you think of? And I got responses such as outgoing, approachable, responsible, respected, and a businessman. Leahcim, when I say he's a businessman, he actually is a businessman. He owns his own business on eBay, Amway, selling products, and he has even helped his fellow students get on board to make extra money the right way. When I first bought a product from Leahcim, I was stressing about a paper that I needed to do that I waited till the last minute as always. And when I asked Leahcim for help, I was like, man, I don't know what to do. I have a paper, I'm tired from lacrosse, and he told me, he said, look, normally I have to sell products, but for you, take this energy drink and it'll keep you going through the night. And needless to say, that night I finished that paper and I got a B+ on it. Leahcim is always helpful. He's never looking to get anything out of it. He's a people person and he wants to help people more than anything. He's qualified as an RA, as a person, and as a friend. And when I think of a quote that really recaps what I'm trying to stress to you, it's that be the change you want to see in the world, or in this case, on campus. And when I see that change, I think of a young man named Leahcim James. Thank you.
Well, I want to thank Noel for that great nomination speech. I really appreciate that. felt like just yesterday that I graduated high school, and now I'm being nominated for the SGA president of this phenomenal Rosemont College. I'm a rising junior, so I've been accustomed to know what to expect at Rosemont, and I see a lot of room for improvement. Coming into college, I already had the mindset of somehow making a difference in people's college experience, but I was not sure how I would do it. So the first thing I knew I had to do was build credibility among my peers. So I slowly but surely began displaying my leadership abilities, my self-motivation, and my ambition. As a result, people began realizing that I'm a man of my word and a people's person that is always willing to help and support them in any way that I can. Now that I have grown into the respected young man that I am today, I plan to use this to my advantage of making Rosemont into an even superior college. How do I plan to do this, you ask? Well, I have come up with a strategy that I plan to implement through accomplishing 3 main goals. My first main goal is to create more activities on the weekend. What I have noticed is that people go home every weekend due to a lack of activities. And believe me, I live far away from home, so I'm stuck on campus every weekend, and I know how boring campus could be. Well, I plan to fix that through communicating weekly with Residence Life, the RAC organization, and the International Club. And when I say more activities, I don't just mean any activities, but different and fun ones. However, I will not be able to do this without you, my community input. I want to make Rosemont I want to make Rosemont an activity-friendly campus. My second goal is to enhance Rosemont Recreational Center. I do not believe that 1 pool stick and 1 pool table is enough to satisfy a campus of 500 students. I plan to work with Students Life to purchase a ping pong table, an air hockey table, or any other table that we as a campus want. I believe if we express our wants as a group, and with me as president, I truly believe I can help us accomplish any goal that we set out as a campus to achieve. My third goal is to give students the ability to take up to 25 credits per semester without facing any additional charges. I believe that an 18 credit limit is way too low. Setting the 18 credit limit is a simple way of holding our high achievers back. I want to give all of our high achievers the opportunity to excel in their studies if they choose. Also, keep in mind that with the 25 credit limit, you will have a requirement of a 3.5 GPA or higher to be accepted for that option. Ultimately, I want to give our students at Rosemont the opportunity to have options to choose from. With limited options, students begin wanting to go home every weekend, they start thinking about wanting to transfer, or they just get themselves in unnecessary trouble. As president of SGA, I will create more activities, enhance our recreational center, and give students the option to take up to 25 credits per semester. Rosemont's new slogan is the power of small. But with me as president, I plan to give our community the power of option, which is why I accept the nomination of SGA president. Thank you.